Yes, here's another demo involving a dead cicada. We have heaps of these in Mona Vale, Sydney. Okay, and the new iPhone 5S has taken the pictures. Okay, login time. I think a colour cicada will look a lot better than black and white, in my opinion. Okay, now we're getting into it. I think we'll start with black. I think we're going to get the layout correct. For landscape. Original setting. Go in A6. Quality density. Now, I've actually forgotten one thing. I was having to go and do a zoom. We're going to blow this thing right up. Not literally, of course. Just trying to think. 400%, I think, might do it. I might be too big, but we'll find out. We've also got to center it too. We've got to blow it up from the center, like the old Canon CLCs used to do, if anyone remembers. So centering's on. We'll just see how it goes. Just paid the bill for this thing today. I'm just gonna probably just give it a light density, just to. Well, it probably doesn't need much. It's a colour cicada on a black and white. So we're just going to hit the start. Yeah, that's too big. I'm going to have to either move the cicada that way, or I have to loosen the zoom. So here we go. So yeah, they actually quite look good in another design, but that's that's the cicada. So yeah, I think we got the cicada a bit too big for now. Or maybe what we're doing here. We're going to set this up. We've got to go back. We've got to do colour now. For some reason, we're just hoeing into the colour, or should we say the auto colour in this stage. So I'm going to go density, lighten it up, background removal, darken it, text enhance, and I go application, edit colour. I'm going to do that to our little carter. Let's turn off for now. Okay, go colour balance. This is basically, I think, a Yellow Monday cicada. If anyone's familiar with Australian cicadas or the terminology that we use, a lot of, yeah, I love cicadas. They're one of my favourite bugs. In fact, I'd say that they'd have to be my favourite bug. They're such beautiful creatures, you know. I've always loved cicadas. I'm just wondering whether I should sharpen this. No, leave it. Leave it. And just going to hit OK, or no, I'm just going to hit OK for now. And we're going to hit start. For some reason we decided not to change the zoom on this. But let's see the card come out. Yeah, try it. Interesting, that's pretty. Now we're just going to do this, mode memory. So we're just going to find something we're going to remove from one of our last cicada projects. So I think a colour cicada works better. So I'll just call it CICCOL. So what we do next to the cicada is we've got to apply a mirror image, because we could do something really amazing with that, with that kind of image we have. So I'm just going to hit start again. Yeah. And it's coming out. And that's the mirror version. We're now going to lock that one into mode memory. So I'm going to remove one of these other obsolete profiles, and I'm going to call this one, we'll just call it mirror, sick MIR, or we just call it CICCOM. This is just for illustration. So next stage, we'll see what we do with this. We're going to play around. We're going to do the zoom. We're just going to go application first. Let's switch it off. And I'm just going to go color. Okay. And go straight to start. And see, we'll pull it out the tray. Yeah, that's really good. Woo! Now that's really good. That's near perfect. That's near perfect. It's really good. So we now have to go and take one out, and so we're just going to call it. This was still a mirror image mode. So CICMIRPOS. Yeah. Next stage will be to simply remove the mirror image. Say no. Tell the dumb machine no. Okay. And then we go start. And then our little product comes out the tray. That's the mirror version. Okay, we're just going to slip it in again. We're just going to take out yeah, we've got to make a new one, I think. So, for some reason I'm going there, or whether, yeah, alright. Whether I take that out, or whether I'll go here and delete that. I mean, it's really much the same. Yeah, I'll hang it. I'm going there. I'm not going to use that one. I've got to flow with the intuition I've got here. That's what makes my work special. See? We'll just call it POS. Yeah. Okay, so wondering whether we should do another zoom on this, reduce the zoom a bit, or whether we might possibly hoik it up to A3, or whether we should drop it to 200 and check it out. Okay. Right. Although doing it in colour, it's normally good to do it in black and white, but a lot of the features in this colour don't work in black and white on this silly device. It's a great device, but it's clunky and limited. There you are, that's pretty much in the centre. Look at that. Yeah, so the centering works on this thing really well. Whether we're going to do that yet, or we're going to have to play around with this a bit more. I feel like I'm heading for the text. Density. Photocopier industry at the moment is a bit dense, as in stupid. But, you know, you've got to still take the good with the bad, bad with the good. Head for the colour adjust. What we pull out onto this thing is, I'm going to saturate up. Colour balance. We're going to pull up the yellow. Take out some of the magenta. Cyan. Maybe a bit of extra cyan. Black. Okay. I'm going to strip the black. Whether we strip it or we just add a little bit of a... Yeah, we're going to strip it. We're not stripping it. In fact, I'm going to add a certain amount anyway. And whether we're going to sharpen the cicada up a bit. Get a bit more fine detail on that thing. And I think we will hit start. Creature. Poor little creature. That's still a beautiful thing to look at. There you go. It's a cicada. Oh, little dots on the nose. Hey. Yeah, well, this shows the little dots on the nose. It's amazing. So, but I've got to not wait for it. I've got to put it into here. So I'll just call it CIC. We'll just call it 200, as in 200% enlargement for now. Yeah. So the zoom is going to have to definitely go up. We definitely have to push the zoom up. So full size, minimal. We're going to go X, Y. So the horizontal, we're going to make them even. So we go by the keypad, and we're going to go somewhere like 3, 0, and go 350% on the horizontal axis, as if a normal operator is going to think like this. And we're going to go 305 we chose, I thought 350. So 305%, hang on, I just miskeyed that. We're going to go back 305. Sorry, maths isn't too good. These fractionals. Oh, all right. Okay, let's see what else we'll do with this device. What other things we'll do to make it better quality. So, background removal, just take it down so that's okay. Text enhance. It's very hard to tame this machine. Oh, I'm itchy too. Oh, Asperger's syndrome, sensitivity in this heat. Oh, it's very hot in this bedroom. Have to turn off the fan because the cicada get blown around. So, what do we do with this silly thing? For some reason we feel like we're headed for this again. Isn't that funny? Alright, so now, yeah, hit start. Nice little creature. So I assume a lot of you guys who unfortunately are called in derisive terms, nerds and geeks, really love bugs. I certainly do. Yeah, looks like we put too much magnification in this, but, well, what are we going to do with it? I don't even know if I'll be showing the output anymore. We'll just do it by intuition and see what we get. So density. Background removal. Oh, I just farted. Sorry. Oh, I'll probably have to go to the toilet soon. Oh, yuck. I hope I didn't fluff and leave a dirty skid mark in my pants. That happens a lot when I fart. Sorry. Too much information. I think we've got to concentrate on the copier. Sorry. Damn, that's a terrible joke. But, you know, the old toilet humour. Even non-geeks like toilet humour, I'm sure, as well. But, I'm sorry, I hope I haven't skidded in my already dirty pyjama pants. Now, all I'm doing, this is not what I've got itchy wrist. Scratch with my teeth. Sorry. Got to concentrate on the copier, but I get distracted by these annoying sensitivities sometimes. I get itchies. I've got one hand with a camera. Scratch. Okay, now what are we going to do with this? We're going to turn that off, and we're going to turn that to OK. And I'll tell you one thing I'd like to design a self-guided photocopy. I'll be glad to be in climate-controlled comfort instead of in this hot box. But, like most nerds and geeks, we don't have any say in it at the moment. Oh, that's quite nice. Okay, we're swinging back into it. This itchiness is distracting me. Scratchy, itchy, scratchy. Oh, I got one up my backy. Okay, bit with the bug. No, we're not going to spray the bug with whatever, pesticide. It was a song I learned at a stupid school. I didn't learn all the lyrics. I'm no good at learning songs. I'm quite pathetic at this pre-programmed learning. I mean, I like singing songs, but I can never quite remember all the damn lyrics. Now, we're not going to touch that. We're going to go to XY. And XY is the name of a song by Logic System. That used to make me think of photocopiers, didn't it? Okay, now we're just going to go, and we're going to do XY again, which is X's. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom it up to 230. Oh dear, I hope I don't do one in my pants later. And I have to go to the toilet. I will have to go to the loo, and I've probably already shat myself, pardon my language, but, you know, I mean, that's it. I mean, who wants it to just be a boring copier demo? We've got to talk about something a little bit gross, don't we? Or a little bit to do with human functions. Alright, enough of that talk of human functions. I'm just questioning whether I should go for the star button. There you go, star button. Oh yeah! Hey, flashy light, dorky, funny. Yes, I love the dorkiness of flashy lights. There you go. He looks a bit better. He needs to be a bit, I don't know, smaller. Yeah, I might have shat my pants or skid. There's not really a skid mark. Sorry. If anyone's a bit grossed out, well, hey, gotta laugh. If you don't enjoy the photocopier content, at least if you like toilet humour. Alright, now we're just going to take that ratio down a bit. So, this person who might have shat her pants might have to now make this photocopier. Now, what am I doing? 200 and... Artificial intelligence should take care of the work. You know, this is silly. This design is so manual piece of... Hey, input error, look at us. There you go. It's okay, it's all fine. And I'm going to hit start button again. And we photocopier geeks must rise from the ashes like a phoenix. The photocopier industry's in big trouble. It will need to be brought to life like a phoenix by us. Nice Carter. So yeah, looks like the photocopier industry, namely Konica Minolta, is on the board. Whatever. It's in trouble. But don't be worried, okay, because this is our opportunity one day to beat the money grubbers and give us jobs and to make ourselves, or to get respect one day. And it seems that the GFC, in my opinion, is going to be one of our friends. It's our friend, because it's the only way we're going to ride this kick-ass ride called the GFC. And all the other companies, all the rich people are going under. We're going to ride this damn thing like a hurricane, like a boat on a hurricane. We sail our boat correct. We basically can seize the photocopy industry at its most vulnerable period. There you go. Look at that. I'm looking forward to riding this kick-ass ride. I've always loved amusement park rides. Well, I've often been scared of them because, yeah, you know, sometimes I've been frightful of death. It doesn't fear me anymore, most of the time anyway. But one thing to note is that I've been on some pretty scary life rides before, and I'm looking forward to taking this ride, to taking a ride on the GFC, to hitching a ride on a storm that'll knock out all the other boats that are currently skiffing us at the moment. And I'm not afraid. I look forward to riding this kick-ass ride. The global financial crisis, in my opinion, is a kick-ass ride. Everyone's going to be freaking out, but I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be fun. Because this will be when we finally seize the photocopier industry for us, but we also want to help the other people, because they'll be drowning in the GFC and they won't know how to sail a boat. Metaphor. This is a metaphor. I know a lot of people with Asperger's syndrome are reported to take things literally. This is just a metaphor, but a lot of you don't take it like that. People with Asperger's syndrome, it's many and varied. Okay, I just thought of something. Might get a better zoom result and get the centering. I don't think this centering's working. I'll try center zoom. So the original size says auto. It shouldn't say auto, but it doesn't. I'll just slip it into A6 to be cautious, because I set it up before. So this should hopefully give us the right ratio and give us a good centering. Right. Disco light. Hey. Alright, the edges look nice and centered. Yeah, the machine's decided to select a small ratio, and you can't do that. Damn you, copier design. You're not... And if I was a normal person with an IQ of 100, who controls the industry today, these are the characters that have taken our industry away from us. Well, basically now, I've got an IQ of 137. That was what it was clocked at. And here we are. These characters are designing or or commissioning the design here, and they can't use these very well. And if I'm struggling with these clashy features, well, what hope have these characters got in a sandstorm? Right. So I might, to try something, I might to blow this sucker up to A3. Just for a bit of adventure. I don't use much A3, it's expensive. Anyway, I want to hit the star button. Yee, flashy light. Who likes a disco? Who likes a disco? I like a disco. Do you like a disco? Disco dancing? Alright, enough of that. Hey, he's not centering. That's a bit funny. I have to manually center this thing myself. Oh, all on the floor. So look, I struggle. The layout is one of the most hardest problems we have. So we're going to have to go now, and we're just going to take that one out. And I'm going to go, and I'm bloody hot in this damn room. Ugh. So you guys can relate to not having air conditioning and feeling a bit overheated or a bit cold. Well, of course, 3cicada 4000, it's 400 really. Maybe we should create a photocopier that blows up to 400%. That'd be a laugh. Need big enough paper for it though. Okay. I'm going to think of something else. I'm going to have to move that damn cicada over a bit, I think. So I might have to do some movement of the cicada, or the subject as we'll call it. I'll turn it off for now. So yeah, that's better. So the cicada is going to be blown up by about 400%. So we're going to have to move him over. And this is a layout problem. It's a real nuisance. It's always a problem with enlarging and reducing irregular things like this. So taking a bit of a stab here, which is really not the most efficient. Now the new BIS hubs, such as the C754 and the C754E, have a preview screen, and even that's hard to work out to access. But if I get one, I can learn it. There you go, that's a bit better. But now it's on A3. It's too damn. It needs a bigger zoom on this machine. If only we can create a hack and we muck around and do what we want with it. My beautiful man called Luigi Benedict, he's an expert on this stuff. He'd be able to help with creating a hack for a machine like this or anything. He's a Konica Minolta specialist. He sells them. He wants to do more than just sell copiers. He wants to design them. He's the one that's given me inspiration behind the self-guided photocopier. And something else as well, which basically is bringing us together. And I love my little Weege. I love him so dearly. You know, we both love Konica Minolta, not just the copiers. And yeah, he makes it special. It's no special just photocopying alone, forever, for in this world. So you make it even better. Flashing lights thing, we can make even better ones. Oh, yes. Oh, we're a bit smallish. I don't know what to do. I'm struggling. Even if it's... Oh, look at that. It's full... Oh, what a mess. Dang. Yeah, I'm throwing my papers around a bit. Oh. Anyway, where are we going to go for this device? So, we're going to go here. Oh, that's my Android phone. Going through the speakers. There you go. Hooked up. Nice. Okay. That's a distraction. Okay. Okay, we're going background colour now. And we're going to go OK. And we're going to hit star button. And have we got this thing set up properly? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Whoa, this she looks good. Or I think it's a he, this cicada. Well, we could call it Konica Minolta mascot. Go density, pence, shillings, tenths, The copier industry has no sense because it concentrates on dollars and cents. And it's not sensible. We make fun of the photocopier industry. We love it heaps, but we can't enter it. So we have a bit of a jive at it. We jive at the photocopier industry. We make fun at the cost of it. It's making dumb machines that cost too much, that don't deliver on their promises. All due respect. Pence, shillings, cents. The copier industry has no sense. It only thinks of dollars and cents, but doesn't think of the customer, really. Even though the people who run it are obsessed with social. Yeah. Bit of a contradiction in terms, isn't it? Say you love people, but you don't actually love the customers enough to just want to talk about your stupid house and your dog and your cat and your mouse. You're not designed for this. They're not designed for it, actually, that's what I meant. But we just have a bit of fun anyway and use their gear. Yep, that looks better. Oh, stop dropping on the ground. Sorry, this is not a usual place for a photocopier. This is a bedroom. And my bedroom upkeep skills are crap. Neurotypicals are great house people. But, sorry, I'm not at their level in this area. This is their weakness. Housekeeping is mine. Look at that. That's the toner head room. This is the copier industrialist room. Or the copier artist room. You know, biz hub. But hey, this don't look like... Drives my dad bonkers. Alright, we're getting to something. Oh man. Oh, it feels like I'm farting all over my dad's place. Shitting all over his bloody house, making a bloody mess, and he hates my mess. That's just the way I am. I'm not a gifted housekeeper. I mean, I've tried to keep my room clean over the years, but it's not something I'm capable of doing, unfortunately. But then I think most of you geeks can relate to that, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. You're just not designed for it. But when you live alone, it's kind of, well, yeah. Not terribly easy to adapt to these suburban situations. I mean, if you lived in a group, I'm sure the housework wouldn't be so bad. And if you had husbands and wives, housework's a lot less problematic when you get someone to share it with. There you go, that's even better. Because they say more hands make light work. And instead of analysing how to do the house, you should be analysing really how to build machinery. And it's a lot more fun. Yeah, housework's a waste of time, really. It's needed, but it's not what we're good at. It's one of them things we have to do when we have to be self-sufficient. But, you know, if we had husbands and wives and we had in a photocopier factory, I'm sure there would be a way of kind of making it less offensive, you know, not doing it on our own. We're not really designed to be loners. We're quite crappy on our own, but we've been pushed into it, I'm afraid. Singularity has become a part of our culture as much as gaming and reviewing technology. And all the rest of it, and unemployment. Okay, that's even better. So what else are we going to do with this machine? I think we're good with that. I think that's a good thing. I wonder if we're just going to do some more edit colour. I'm just going to change the background colour. I'm going to change it to something like yellow Monday. Well, negative mode. Yellow Monday cicada. That's Monday today too. Yes, it's Monday, you know, I look forward to Monday, even though I don't have a job. It's a bit like the old phantom limb syndrome, isn't it? You've got a missing limb, you've been an amputee, cut it off, the limb's cut off, but when you put curly and photography on, you can see an electrical pattern. Work is like a missing limb. For me, it's an amputation, but it sort of feels like it's there, but it's not. Yeah, phantom limb, curly and photography, should look it up. It's like the high voltage in a photocopier. Yeah. I feel a bit like a photocopier phantom, actually. It's my real life. People used to call me photocopier phantom at school, didn't they? For some bizarre reason. Well, they're going to find this kind of amusing, aren't they? They're going to take the piss out of me one day. Well, they probably are while we speak. Taking the piss out of me. Take the piss out of any nerd and geek, and I keep dropping my work on the dirty, scungy floor, which I don't keep vacuum clean very well. There you go. Looking good. Got no time to vacuum. I've got to work on my campaign to help spread the word about to bring photocopier art back to life so that we copier enthusiasts can have hope. Hope is all we need for now, because that's what will give us eventually our jobs in the industry. We've been wanting to work in probably all our lives. Our dreams, our hopes, our relationships. I've got no time to waste on the cleaning house. I'm good at it. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, and Sunday's a day I don't like the most. It's a day of social. It's a day of religion. Okay, enough of that. So, it's Saturday. Well, it's sort of a prelude to that. So yeah. Phantom limb, phantom workplace. Okay. Phantom need for a job. Well, that's it. We need to work, don't we? That's just the way we are made. But if we can't get into a job, we just have to make our own way, don't we? And I know we can do it if we form a team and we... Yeah. But I've got to give you guys a bit of hope. A bit of fun, a bit of amusement. Photocopy art was what helped me survive all these years. Look at this. Yeah, so this is what prevented me from tipping over the edge. Oh yeah, I wasn't happy, but man, this was like, using a photocopier was like an oasis. It was not in the home, pretty much, but it was mainly, it was in public places. I had a Canon Pixma, cheap and nasty little box, but, but this is what kept me alive, or on life support, using public facilities. But I've got to go higher than that, so I want to design one. Look at that. So we're going to go further. We're going to take this and we're going to... Oh, just another fluff. I'm going to end up crapping myself soon. I probably already have left those mucousy skid marks in my pants. Yuck. Oh, it's gross. It's disgusting. Oh well. It's good for a laugh. A bit of comic relief. Copier industry needs a bit of humour like that every now and then. Look at that. It's a bit greeny. I'm pretty happy with these results. I didn't bother with mode memory, but we can always change the background colour. So for some reason we're just going to wipe this one out. So we've got to demonstrate the power of these machines. So special effects, So we'll just call it CIC. BG neg is in background, neg is in background colour. Yeah, alright, there you go. Okay, now I might have to do something different here. I think we're gonna do one, I think, without the background colour. And also we should really whatever. Without that, I'm just going to run that as a straight with a white background. So what happens when you make negative mode? This black becomes white and all the other colours become reversed. But colour balance, to get the best result, you've got to colour balance and do all the other tweaking as well. So I don't know whether, yeah, that's not bad, it's pretty nice. So what do we do next with this thing? Whether we're going to bother with any more, or whether we're... Oh, it's getting hot in this damn place. I might even try something funny. Demonstrate something else. We're going to give the cicada something funny. We're going to do... I think it's the security feature. Stamp composition, application, copy protect. No, you can't use it. Bum. It's incompatible. These things need to be more flexible. More human. Whether we're going to can it at that point, or whether we're going to go further. I've got to take an intermission. I'm thirsty. It's hot. Oh yes, I've got to have a drink. I'm human too. Okay, I've been canned by Eau de Claire, but that's why we save these things. So things can be quite tricky to get into, but I feel like I've got to do a shit soon. Pardon my words. People don't like that foul language. I know normal people aren't really chuffed about it. If you haven't got a job, well, that's just geek culture. I'm sure we can get rid of the foul language once we get our jobs and our things sorted out. So it's a bit like we're like cyborgs, and of course we're not in our happy environment. We've been treated as slaves and prisoners, and unfortunately, even when we do get better, we still have glitches with our system because we do not like suburbia. Sense of not being contented with the heat and the cold, dust on your feet when you're walking down the street, sense of social alienation, all this misfitty stuff, not happy with the noises of nature, the clinging and the clanging and the things that we Aspies complain about, which really get to our ears. But if we're listening for the noises in machinery and development, wow, that's great to have sensitive hearing, great. Or if our noses smell something bad, we could say that our noses can suspect burning hardware before it gets into a situation where we end up doing damage. We can work out what to do. It's called an early warning system. But if we're smelling garbage when we walk down the street, it's like, ugh, make me sick. It's like, gross me out, man. Or when people decide to throw plastic bottles on a bonfire in the old days. Ugh, filth. Not nice at all. Oh, damn, I feel my pants have started filled with... No, not my pants, my bottom. If I don't empty my bottom too soon, I'm going to end up with poo on my pants. I probably have bottom on my pants. I haven't even showered since yesterday. Oh, well, we're on green. Because we're mode memory, we set it with the green, didn't we? The nerds will inherit the copier world after the GFC has claimed its casualties, and we ride the storm. We're going to be the riders of the storm, eh? Oh, I look forward to that kick-ass ride. And all the other boats are floating around with broken masts and ripped sails. Ours are going to go fast. Yay! And I wonder what I'm going to do next. I might have to take another intermission pretty soon. And to bog off. Log off. Get it? Bog off, log off. They log off by bogging off to the toilet. Okay. Terrible joke. That's tragic. So we're going to go. We're going to do more background colour. Hit red. And I'm going to hit OK. And we're going to start. I just heard my dad laughing in his TV room. He watches silly TV. Free to air boringness. Well, it's probably the better one of the free to air. Yeah. Anyway, that's alright. Yeah, I grew out of free to air. If I want to watch TV, I'll watch YouTube. Haha. Oh, dang, my bottom is starting to fill with poo. I'm probably gonna, if I do another fart, I'm going to end up with, definitely it would end up in my pants. Oh, it grossed me out. That's funny. Yeah, kid at school apparently recorded someone sitting on a photocopier with his pants down, and he farted on it, and he said, what happened if I did a big fart? Oh, I'm not going to on the photocopier, but I don't do that. These things only take 2 kilos. I can't afford to do in charge and a cut backside. Well, good. Yeah, this thing's on lease, and if I do anything like that, if I bust the plating, just because I want to do my butt, well, that's it. It's curtains. I'll have to pay a big do and charge bill to Mytronics, and it's not going to be worth it. I've got poo filling up in my bottom. I'm going to have to let myself go to the toilet soon. Go to the can, the Dunny can, as we Aussies used to call it. Good old Western suburbs slang. I like it. Ocarisms. Yeah, I'll have to go to the can pretty soon. Now we're just refining these colours. Looks a bit fussy, but you know, it's nice to get a really good result. Because if this is ever going to hang on a gallery wall, yeah, this is when we've got to get... Well, it depends. I mean, a lot of photocopier art is pretty rough, but mine's a bit perfectionistic. I'm kind of perfectionistic. My Asperger's syndrome, yes. Look at this. This is good. Okay, guys, this is just a joke. I'm going to basically bog out. Get it? Bog out? Aha! Bog out. Okay, no, it's got to say bog out, not log out. But then you could call it a log in the toilet as well. So that's it. We're going to bog off, and we're going to go. I think we're going to head to the dunny cam now. Time to go to the dunny cam. We're out of the demo room or the bedroom. We're going to hit the dunny cam. Right, we're going to do a dunny demo. Now, where am I going to put this damn thing? So I hope it doesn't fall down the can. I have to put it somewhere in this damn room because I'm going to do something funny. Okay. Okay, we're just going to set it carefully on top of the system. Hang on, this is the wrong way. The camera's facing the wrong way. I've got to turn it around. Okay, so the first time you've seen the configurator's face in this video. So it's just going to sit nicely on top of the system. Alright, it's got rubber, it's rubberised, so hopefully this thing won't slip and fall down the can. I'll be very upset. Now I'm not going to show you my butt. I'm simply going to just go down on the dummy and see if it'll make some noise, okay? So we walk away from the photocopier. I'm just another human being with biological functions, including this. So, oh, there goes a fart. Oh, sorry. This is like, away from the photocopier, I'm just like anyone else. Probably less than anyone else. And I'll tell you what, my diet's an absolute shit. Sometimes the poos are the most disgusting poos. You know that, Luigi. Haven't seen you so long, Luigi, but you know my video work. You've heard me speak, you've heard me vlog endlessly, as well as you've seen my photocopier demos. We've got to show the other side of who I am, away from the photocopier. In the funny sense, I'm just going to wipe my ass. Yeah, yucky. I don't think we've got it on any knickers. Or should I say, I don't have any knickers on at the moment. Yuck. It just keeps coming. Got another one that just came out. Yuck. So we just bogged on the toilet. We bogged off the photocopier, now we're bogging on the toilet. We're just doing a bog. Yuck. Actually, it's not too bad, but give myself a wipe. Photocopier industry's wiped us off. Using us like dunny wrong. Well, wipe this out. Basically wiping your asses all over their customers because the customers can't stand their machines and now they want to kill off the photocopier. Xerox wants to kill off the photocopier. Everyone wants to kill the photocopier. It's not fair. Oh well, one day when the photocopiers disappear, a lot of people are going to find out they're going to miss them like mad. They're going to like doing things by tablet, and they're not going to enjoy using the old stencil duplicators and other primitive methods. They're going to be going too high tech or too low tech, and it's going to be just as hard to use the paperless office as it is to use the photocopier, which everyone is scared of. Ooh, photocopier, it's going to get you. Yes, it does. You know, it's got a hard drive, and yes, it can steal your identity, so yeah. Subconscious fear become real. Haha. Right, I'll just pause that. This is going to be a bit germy. Germs on my phone. Yuck. Gross. Actually, I've got to show the toilet when it's flushing. I'm not going to be decent here. I'm going to be gross, okay? Just to show that I'm a human being too. That I'm a Homo sapien too. A song. Okay. Flush the toilet demo. Oh, damn you. This system's a load of shit. It needs replacing. My father tried to replace it. I have to hold the button down for a long time, otherwise it torrents. And with my Asperger ears, I don't like the sound of wet, wasted water. That should work just fine. Okay, I'm going to wash our hands now. Get it good. Alright, I'm going to turn this thing off now. I'm going to use up too much footage. Whew, that was a relief. Nothing like a poo in the loo. Time to get back and we're going to bog on. Bog on, bog off. Well, it's actually log on, but we just did a log and we did bog. So we're going to log on now. We're going to bog on. Okay. Okay. Just going to bog on. Bog on to this. No, we're not going to do a bog on the copier, but we're just making a joke. Bog on, log on, whatever. Warped sense of humour. Keeps me from going mad, my sense of humour. Okay, we're going to now take the cicada, the original, off the platen. Although we'd like to capture those little three dots in the middle, but we've got paper originals we can do. Yeah, isn't it pretty? Give the platen a quick wipe. So we're going to use paper. Oh yes, we just lost our settings. I think we bogged on too early, didn't we? Okay. Okay. Yes, we're going to start with this one we just made. This lovely negative white with a white background on the platen. Okay. This is like the old office use of a photocopier, isn't it? Still feels good a long time after I've done my bog. Right. Okay, now we're bogged on once again. We'll colour. And we're going to go. Well, we don't want auto paper. Well, silly the way these things are kitted. You know, these auto functions are really dumb. If it had artificial intelligence, it would be better at making decisions than this stupid, clumsy system we have now. I'm going to go A5. I'm not going to use the whole original. We're going to go, and we've got also enlarge. Enlarge. 141. And you're going to go quality density. Potentially, since the copier industry has no sense. Right. Feels like they left their intellect down the toilet bowl as well. And they kicked us out of the industry. Well, they didn't kick me out of the industry, but they basically kicked, I don't know, tens of thousands of talented young men and women out of the photocopy industry, and some of them were probably old ones too. Well, because they like photocopiers, isn't that odd? A bit nonsensical, but then nothing makes sense these days. Nothing makes sense. It's all about dollars and cents, and we've got a global financial crisis and a very backward and immoral society. I'm not going to judge you guys for your crimes, because I'm fully aware of why you commit crime, because you've got no money, no hope, no friends. Not all of you are no friends, but a lot of you have no friends, or you exist in little cliques. And, you know, I get that photocopier factory going. I'm not going to judge you on your merits of what you did in the past. I'm not even afraid if you're a terrorist. You know, I'm going to break all the rules of what we have today. I'm going to break all the rules that these people have done, because they're the ones that physically have ruined our lives, and they're going to get worse. Greed and piggery and discrimination, and yeah. So this photocopier factory is our only hope of a survival, as well as the fact that we just simply love photocopiers. We can do it. I know we can. I believe in you guys. And if you've got tattoos and piercings and all that stuff, I don't give a hoot. You know, bring it on. Bring it on. You know, come into the factory. You know, who gives a fig? Not going to replicate what these characters are doing to us. So that's a really good result. I think we're going to mode memory, because that's really nice. Cicada, just going to call it, we're just going to take out, I think, 200. Or we'll take out 200? No, we'll take this one out. Oh, man. Still feel good after the toilet, actually. C-I-C, it's called P-O-S. This is off a paper copy, right? We'll just call it, yeah, I was going to change the name, I think we'll do. Okay, next stage. I don't know what to do with this, or whether we're going to just leave it at that. Whether we're going to blow it up bigger, or... Oh man, I feel good after that toilet break. Man, I feel good. What are we going to blow this thing up to? What do you do? Where you go when the world ends? Cole's New World. Haha. Yeah, found that on a school wall. I don't believe in all that doomsday stuff. Don't you worry. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's a brilliant profile, isn't it? The colours in that. We're going to take it harder, faster. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Oh yes, Daft Punk. People think photocopier art is a bit of Daft Punk. Then they think being geeks is not as Daft Punk, but I don't think it's not daft. Being a geek is cool. It's like really smart. I'm proud to be a nerd, even though there are times when the culture does get me down a bit. But that's because we're not doing what we're best at, and we feel different in a bad sense. But I'll tell you one thing, when I'm really surging at the photocopier, I feel good. I feel like I can fly, like I'm Top Gun, like I'm Maverick in the pilot seat. But take me away from the photocopier and I'm just a mess. See, you guys relate to that? I bet you do, in some way. You're good at something, but when you're trying to do something you're not good at, well, you fall flat on your face and you feel rotten. Of course, that's just the way it is. These people don't like being at photocopy. It makes them feel silly. Okay, shut up, BizHub. I know it's got originals on the original glass. Are you that stupid? Yeah, I can't help it. It's programming. Looks good. If this thing had artificial intelligence, chances are it would have learnt a long time ago that there is an original on the glass. So what? Maybe you'll have to learn the habits of the operator. But then there's a lot of challenges in designing this thing to get it really to get it as user-friendly as possible. And, you know, layout functions, reduction, enlargements, they're going to be really challenging things that designing this machine will present. And we're going to make a lot of mistakes when we're doing it too. It's not going to be a walk in the park. But I'm sure it's going to be a fun challenge. Look at that. Yeah, a real challenge, but it's going to be a very fun challenge because you're good at this stuff. You know, if you want computers and heavy stuff to do with computers, well, what could be more fun, more challenging than designing a kick-ass application such as a self-guided photocopier, right? Yeah. Makes a desktop look like a piece of junk, a piece of toy, just a toy. We're going to need some real kick-ass equipment to be able to do this, like blade servers, like a whole room full of blade servers. Now I'm only just learning about the concepts behind these, but yeah, I'm trying to get educated on this. Because building a photocopier is going to call on a lot of disciplines, including psychology, because psychology is at the heart of is one of the things at the heart of artificial intelligence. You know, all that philosophical stuff. You know, that's one of the other satellite interests and talents I've got. Look at this. And these are things I never learned at school. You know, I'm a flop at school. I'm not good at learning from books. This is how I learn. I learn psychology on my own. My father's learning philosophy, but it's not looking too good. He's in a cult called the School of Philosophy. It's a cult. It's not real. It's not the real deal, but he wants to learn. He's actually trying to learn a lot of the stuff that I'm learning, and yeah, it's not looking too good. But he's had a hard life himself. It's not like he had anything placed on his platter. I think most of us geeks have been brought up in a pretty hard life anyway, which means that success is more important. Yeah, so success is more important when you've never had not much money or friendship or love in the family, but that looks good. So it just makes us want to all the more succeed and make money, and then when because we didn't have much money to start with or friendship, we just don't take things for granted like everyone else does. We don't have much to start with, so when we do get lots of money and lots of popularity, it's not as likely to go to our heads, but we still have to be careful not to forget about where we came from, that we came from poverty, loneliness, but we can't assume that for everyone. But most nerds and geeks come from broken families or broken something, and to be able to do what they love is almost, to substitute, but it can't substitute forever. But look at that. So that's it, you come from a bad family, or you go through school being bullied and have a kick me sign stuck to your backside and all that sort of junk that we nerds and geeks have learned to associate with the social side of school. Many of us have not been able to learn like our counterparts, and I'm just trying to work out whether we have to go further, what we do with this thing. So we have an even greater desire to succeed and prove our enemies wrong. But if we can't do that, it's like, whoa, we're getting our asses kicked out here too. It just seems unfair. We have to basically make our own way and make our own community, our own lives, and use the GFC as an engine for success, as a way of levelling the playing field because we've got no chance. The GFC is the only way we can get this. We're in a very good position if we can harness that GFC. Luigi and I can do it. Yep, look at that. Yeah, Luigi and I can do it. We can do it. I believe we can. Luigi's an expert in the photocopier game. This is my strength in the photocopier game at the moment. But the thing is, I've got to take it beyond just the creative side. I've got to get it. I want to take it to the industrial level. I think that's it now. I don't think we need to do that. So we're just going to go and just going to add to that. I think we are. Whether we're going to do that or not, if we've already got a good profile, I think we're not going to worry about it. I think that's it for now. Okay, I'm going to go a bit further. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to mirror image. Go to mirror image of this, and we're going to take that off. We're going to go back to the negative image we start with. So we've got to add apply background color. Happens to be red. No, we're going to do something different. Hang it. You don't want to do the same old stuff over and over. Get bored of it. Some reason I feel like I'm to hit that. This decision making is quite strange, difficult, but it's a challenge. This is a good way to, yeah. My frustration index on the photocopier is very low. Even when I have a really bad day with a photocopier, a bad day at the photocopier is better than a good day with socialising. Yeah, I find I've got such a tolerance level that even when I muff this machine up, I'm not likely to do anything against it, and my meltdowns usually occur when I have a bad interaction with a person. So photocopiers are like, I've got so much love for them, so much patience. It's like they're my best friend. Best friend. They're my best electric friend. Of all the electric friends I've ever had in my life, this one's my fave. Now why am I doing this? I'm now going to go a bit over I don't know. I think we've canned it. I think we're getting a bit over the top here. Okay, we've come to the epilogue of this demo, and basically, I think we have. I don't know whether we're going to go further, but I feel as if, yeah, we're going to go and put this thing into power save, and we're probably going to sub it off, I think. It doesn't matter. We're just going to leave it running just, oh, I love that sound. It's a good sound. Oh, yeah. It's like home. It's living. It's living. It's living. It's life. It's life. Yep. We just subbed it off. So we've only got the main power switched on. And that lovely fan is like, whoa, it's living. It's living. It's living. It's living. It's living. It's life. For me, it's life. And this is it. This is the hardware we're dealing with. And this is it. Konica Minolta. Bishop C. 353. Oh dang, just as soon as we subbed off the power, we just got another thing we're going to try. So we're going to sub it back on. Yeah, these things now have two power switches now. You see the lovely name? Konica Minolta, Konica Minolta, coming to life. So we're going to do some work on these two mirror images. If we had a Xerox device, we could get rid of the strip and make a seamless mirror image, but unfortunately Konicas don't do that, and I don't have room for a big fleet of copiers. When I see Luigi again, we will have a huge fleet. We're only going to use one side of this. We have to make a mirror image. We've got to do some more work on the reduction, well, it's actually the enlargement in this case. Right, so now we're just going to put this up in the top corner. Right, like so. It's a bit of an old saying, like so, like so. Oh well, even we geeks in Australia have some real slangy words that, well, sound a bit like neurotypical speak. I've embraced a lot of the language neurotypicals have, but then I embrace a lot of dialecty sort of things, you know, slang and obscenities. Obscenities I actually got, well, when I was away from the photocopier for 2 years straight. Ew. Yeah, although I'd like to get rid of the obscenities one day, but until I see my man Luigi, and, well, you know, I'm not going to judge anyone on that. You know, that's just the way we are. We've just become that way. Oh, come on, paper, this clashy thing. I know what it is. It's because we haven't manually selected the paper tray. This would throw off any normal operator. See? But I don't care. I've got patience with these machines and I'm good at it. I love it. You know? As I said, I could blow my last dollar on this machine. And yes, I'd be upset. It might precipitate a meltdown, but it's not going to happen, and I'm not going to lose my temper and start, you know, fisting this. But it's less like, but you know, it doesn't, you know, it's a lot. I have patience with these things, you know. These things because I love them dearly. I like they're a friend, and I just can't. I just got patience with them, you know. I just. Sometimes I have a bad day at the photocopier, and I'd rather have a bad day at the photocopier than a good day with people at the moment. One day that could change, because when I'm with Luigi, and I'm stuck in black mode. Oh, get out of here. It's one thing Xerox says over Konica Minolta. It's not as clunky like this, but Xerox equipment is a bit boring and a bit cold looking. This has got more soul. This has got more soul, more grunt, more feel. And it's more challenging if it's like this, because I think Xerox equipment's a bit puny, a bit cheap, a bit, you know, it's plasticky and tinny. It doesn't epitomise good hardware design. And the software on this is more clunky, but there's more power in this. Like, oh, it's amazing. It's like far out, man. This is like kick-ass. I seem to be getting a bit kick-assed by it at the moment. These things are kind of weird. Even for an expert like me, it's been a hard machine to master. Well, I'm thinking this will go again, and we're going to go here. See what happens, eh? Kick-ass piece of gear. Oh, shut up! I know the original's on the original glass. Oh, wow, look at that. Yes. Of course I screamed at the machine in jest. Okay, we might have to change these around a bit. I think we're going we're going to go for the heavy stuff. Dot matrix, original, application, add color, oops, we gotta get the color adjust. Okay, let's go, and we're going to satch up the image. Okay, what else are we going to do with this machine? Give it a funny, just some funny shit with this machine. Okay, and we go. Not going to get too heavy-handed with the colours. Got to be tasteful, haven't we? Right. Are they going to play with Sharpies? Sharpies or okay? I say we go okay. And whether we're going to add background colour, we're going to add yellow, mellow yellow, hit the star key. So it does. Okay. Oh. Whoa, that's a bit subtle. You see yellow around the edge. Yeah, very subtle. Very backgroundy. So this will have to be removed. A bit of that background removal. Whew. Okay, we've got to go. Oh, exhausted. Oh. Talking makes me tired. Oh. Diet's not too good either. Yes, geeks are like uni students. We don't get much money, so we don't get to eat very good nutritious nosh. It's just a load of grub at the moment. As we Aussies call it, grub. But it's alright. Photocopying. I need to photocopy almost as much as I need food. It's food for my brain. So I have to photocopy. It's like a second energy source, a food source that keeps me well. When things are looking bad, it makes me a little bit more cheerful. Even though I can't work in the industry, I feel good when I'm at the photocopier. Most of the time. I mean, I do stuff things up, but a bad day at the photocopier is better than a good day with people. So far, as in regular people. But even then, you know, hey, look at this. I think it's the thing with Aspies, we relate to that. It's probably true of many of us. Of course, we really want social contact. We don't get very good one. Hey, that looks good. But machines are a great way to escape. It's really fun. Yeah, that's a really good result. I think we're just going to hit it into my memory. So, just going to go take that one out. Ooh. CIC. We'll just call it half. It's half a cicada. That was just a bit rough. Anyway. Okay, now we've mapped it out. We're going to go and hit the zoom button, I think. So, I think we can use auto, because we should have set the original size on this and the paper size. So hopefully, yeah, that's what I thought it was, 200%. Auto can be good if you set it up properly, but if you don't know how to set it up automatically, it's just like anything, it's a liability. But I think we're fine, unless of course being an enlargement we have to add a bit more density to it. And what else we have to do? But we're still going to drop out some of that background. Text enhancement. I think that's alright. I think we're fine. I hope. There you go. Hit start. Yep, let's see what comes out of the device. Whoa, that's not bad. We've got to get rid of that edge though. Now that's going to be a challenge. This would be called a layout problem. We might have to go, and we might have to really get technical, and this is something I don't normally like to video because it's quite difficult and time consuming. This is original direction, and we might have to set original shift, or should we say image shift. So I'm going to work out which way the original's sitting on the platen. I think that's it. We leave it in that particular setting. But you can see the difficulties even for a person like myself. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I don't even know if I'm going to bother with that stuff, or whether we might use centering or center zoom. Centering might work. We might be able to pull it off with centering. We may not need to do all that fussing around with image shift. So, yeah, I know, the original's on the glass. We still have that annoying border around the edge. But I think we know what we can do. In the next stage, we might lose that black border. Yeah, I think we can zoom off the black border when we do our multi-up settings. So we might have to take a little bit down, I think. I was thinking maybe the cicada nose is a little bit close to the edge, or whether we should do that. Whether we just knock off. I just wonder if we should, or whether we just leave it at 200. It may not make a difference. I think we're just going to leave it on 200. Forget it. And we're just going to set it in my memory. Oh, this thing just rocked. Hey, well, we're going to go, and we're just going to put it here. Yes, no, decisions are not an expert thing I'm good at, but okay. So C, I, C, and we'll just call it H, A. Let's call it H, A, whatever. Doesn't matter for some reason. Yeah. Oh yes, an important thing we're going to do before we can pull off the rest of this demo, we have to make a mirror image copy of that, because we're doing a mirror image. So whether or not we should just change the mirror image, we vary it a little bit, we take it out, we don't want yellow, we want to make it a little bit of a different shade. We want to take out some of the symmetry. Symmetry, that's the name of the toner. Symmetry HD. It's the trade name of Konica Minolta's BizHub colour machine toner, or this stuff for this type of machine anyway. But Symmetry, you know what Symmetry is. But that's the other one. So that looks good so far. Okay, we were wondering if we should whip the original off, or whether we've got other things we do. I just thought of something. Now this light's on now. Strange. So there you go. We're going to change our background colour. We're going to add a few more background colours to add it more interesting to it. Or interest. We've got to vary things, mix them up. Yep. So that's that one. Okay, another thing going to go, air colour, background colour. We're going to take it to, with cyan. Whether we're going to do any colour adjust, I think we're just going to keep it simple. And it's just going to be a subtle variation, but might make it a little bit more human in this process. Okay, it's on the, yes, I know. There you go, that one. Oh, I know what I forgot. Oh, I talked too much, sorry. Oh, I have to set the mirror image, but then we may not necessarily always want mirror image. As in, so I've got to get, I'm learning not to be too symmetrical with my work. So, but this is in mirror image, so it might be, well, something in me is telling me that I don't want to be doing constantly the same old thing like symmetry. I have to basically vary it. Because if people are going to take photocopier art seriously, because this is basically, before we can get our photocopier factory, we have to keep ourselves occupied with something related to our trade, right? So basically we have to make photocopier art into a lucrative thing, and we have to learn how to make it appealing to those people called normal people. And we have to make it more human. Yeah, wondering again whether it's time to take them off. I keep, yeah, sometimes when I bang into things, I often take it as, well, I've done it for a reason. So, well, we've got to take some of these, and we've got to make some of them symmetrical. I think we'll be fine with that. So yeah. Oh, getting a bit messy here. So this thing out of the machine. Okay, that's back to non-mirror image. Yeah. So why does Konica Minolta put this stuff in their devices? Beats me, but I think we might call that okay. And I think we're just going to change our originals. Pull that one off the platinum. Right, that's our original. And these are what we've got now. So now we're going to prepare these two originals for a 2-up on, I think A4, A3. We'll find out. Just trying to decide which one to put first. So we're going to put this one. You'll see how it comes together. You don't have to conceptualize it yet. It's best to see, and then you can. Then when you get the hang, the best way to learn this is to experiment. It's not just to watch. Watching can give you an idea, but don't feel discouraged if you're finding it really hard to get it. I mean, when I first read about colour copiers, and I hadn't used one, I didn't understand how these things were done. Like, even on primitive machines, these machines are so complicated. But once I started using them, that's when I started to work things out for myself. But I couldn't learn it just from a book. That kind of learning is what is the learning that always fouls me up in the schoolroom, in the classroom. And many Aspies are great learning just like this through their own analytical reasoning. But the thing is, trying to learn through, verbal instructions and that, unfortunately that's what the workplace is about and all the rest of it. You're going to end up chances are, I mean, not everyone's the same. There are so many variations. But the thing is, with Asperger's syndrome, many of us learn by doing, like we can't just read a manual on photocopiers and hope to succeed at it. Manuals are great for getting us out of really tight situations, but they can't replace hands-on experiential learning. The classroom should really focus more on practical than pure theory. Neurotypicals seem to have this amazing capacity for theory, and it's boring too. But we need theory so we can learn all the math design behind what goes around in the electronics. It's not a field that I can currently do, but that shows that designing a photocopier is a team effort. Like, I can get the basic concepts down, but I can't basically do a lot of the stuff you guys can do. So we're going to, for some reason, we're going positive. Now what else I've got to go is, I'm going to change this around. We're going that way. So yeah, schools have got to learn to be a little bit more, they're all draconian schools. They make learning a real pain in the butt. They don't make it, it's no fun at all. Bad enough dealing with the social aspects of school and college, but dealing with the actual content of the way that the lessons are taught, it's just another element of hatred for the system. We love to learn, but man, when we're not given the right kind of learning, we're totally lost. I think that's fine. And that just makes our situation with learning, just makes learning an abhorrence. And speaking of learning, I know I've muffed it. That's alright. We all make mistakes, and I tolerate mistakes better with photocopiers than I do with people. There you go, that looks interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we've got to execute. Well, we've got to change, we've still got work to do on the image. We can't just go straight in. We're going to do color adjust, I think. I need brightness, dim it a bit, add some blue. We've got to make sure also that we've got enough cyan for the blue primarily. Magenta will leave, cyan, K. Sometimes we drop some of that K down, don't we? Strip the K, or do we strip it, or do we default it? We'll leave it there. I think it's alright. It's okay. It's alright, it's okay. We can beat them anyway. It's alright, it's okay. The global financial crisis will deliver us the copy industry. If you learn to sail it properly, which I believe you can. Oh, I smell something yucky. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that looks better. What we do with that thing is, there you go. And, well, actually, we're using the other density control on that thing. So we might have to leave that one out. I keep forgetting. Absent-minded biz hub professor. Yeah. Sense of humour. Application. Air colour. Whether we should have gone back to that mode or we're knocking that out. Right, we're knocking that out and we're going to apply background colour. It's going to be yellow for Yellow Monday, you could call it, and it's Monday today. Phantom work day. Here we go, hit start button. Battery on this phone is probably going to conk soon. Oh yeah, that looks pretty bright. Oh yeah, it's bright. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We've got to basically work again on this. Whether we're going to go and we're going to just do something to that text enhancement, we're going to max it out. Application, edit colour, colour adjust, and we might have to add some more. I think magenta has to be added, balance it up a bit. And yellow, we'll take a bit of that out. Default, cyan, drop it down there, and K, the old black, we need some more of that, don't we? Oh yeah, well, max it out. And we might have to do, I think we have to sacrifice the blue because we then got contrast, drop the contrast, and, or maybe we, oh man, I think we're just going to leave it on. For some reason we're mucking around a bit. We'll just get there, as long as we get there. And whew. See what happens. Let's see if we lose that. Drop out some blue. Yeah, contrast and blue are going together. You just can't use the brightness, I don't think, and I get forgetful. So if you're not in the copiers and you have to deal with this in the office, I mean, well, you're not using them power feature functions, I assume, as regular operators. You're just needing to copy a document. Fair enough. You're a normal person, you just want to copy a document. Why do you want to play around with these features? It's like for a normal person, playing with a copier is like what socialising is to us Aspies. It's quite stressful. Probably more so. So we're going to get, oh shit, my back's filling. A power drain. This brain pulls too much juice. Also got temporal lobe epilepsy, which comes on when I'm about to fall asleep, when I'm tired, but it doesn't knock me out. I've got the simple version, which means I get electric shocks down the left-hand side of the body, and yeah, it's quite funny. It's like an electrical storm, having a Tesla coil in your head. Alright. Okay. Yeah, a Tesla coil or maybe a capacitor. And my sodium intake has to be very high as a consequence. This type of sodium intake I'm talking about could literally kill a normal person. It actually frightened my parents at first when they discovered that, because slamming the sodium that I slam is like, well, you can kill somebody. Heart attack, hardening of the arteries, whatever. It's terrible. But that's just the way my body's made. And so if I don't get enough sodium, I get very sick, and it actually adds to the, causes so much physical pain. Sometimes it makes me want to have a meltdown. So yeah, I'll keep thumping the sodium with me. Bloody muscles in my back. Pardon my language. Look at that. So now I'm wondering if maybe we're going to go and try and go back to what we were going to do. Now, I thought the colour settings for the original version of the Neggy was good. I don't know whether to take it back to mode memory and whether we're going to kick ourselves out of this mode and we're just going to put it back. I think it was this one we were on, if I am correct. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but whether we're going to try and hit the green button or not, or whether, I'm not sure whether this is the one. So I could be wrong, but we're going to hit 2 and 1. We're going to get stuck into that. We just meandered off the track a bit. Oh well, it's alright. Oh, incidentally, this machine actually auto-rotated the original, so it goes to the portrait, the landscape or the A4R position, so that was quite a surprise. So that's just there. We just set the original's still set there, and we're now set for 2 and 1. So now we go hit start. So this is probably best just to start with a 2 and 1 to simplify things. So we've got first scan, it scans it to the hard drive, take it off, and then we take our second original, and then we put it on the glass, and then we should. One thing I forgot to do is we have to add some extra enlargement. We'll just do this one for illustration. Right, so this is the second original. And it's getting a bit blurry here. This phone's blurring a bit. Let me hit start. And you'll find out you'll have 2 originals. This is a good way to save money. If you can tolerate a smaller print size, you can save money, say at a uni, but I've totally muffed it. I've muffed it. Look at that, I've muffed it. Well, I just did a little Miss Muffet, didn't I? Get it? Muffet? I'm not sitting on a tuffet at the moment, but I muffed it. Little Miss Muffet. Whether we're going to take out background colour, we will. Yeah, my battery's probably going to die on me soon, so I can't spend too much time on this demo. Whether we're going to go further, I think we're just going to leave it. We also have to go back in time, and for some reason, this thing hasn't zoomed down to A4. Normally you think it's an auto zoom. I've done something wrong here. But we'll just work it out, and we're going to basically, we know it's going to be about 70%, trying to think. Yeah, it has to be about that size, and we've got to add a little bit to get rid of those edges. So we're going to go X, Y, and we're going to go 70.7, and we're going to bang it up to, bang it. I'll just turn this off for a moment. So we're on 70.7, we're going to go here, and we're going to go, I think we're going to go 85% horizontal, and 85% vertical. Okay, I think most of you nerds and geeks are familiar with XY coordinates. Hey, is it first? Now, for some reason, let's see how this goes. So that's our first original. Second original, down on the platen. This takes practice, even for an experienced person like me, to get these techniques down pat. This is not easy, even for a person like me who spends their time thinking about and doing photocopying, right? Why Konica Minolta puts this much kit inside. Now this has gone blurry for some reason. Yeah, I'm muffing it up. I'm doing a shit job of this. Ha ha ha. Oh, we've just been canned by AutoClear. Well, I think we'll just call that a conclusion, but you just see that even a person like myself with a lot of experience, a lot of thought given to this sort of equipment, I still get it wrong. But I love these machines. I'm very patient with them. Very patient. And also to note, if we're designing a photocopier, we're going to have to be patient, because we're going to make bog loads of mistakes. But the thing is, we're going to make less mistakes than the average bear, but we are going to make mistakes, and we're going to have to be. And that's why liking your gear and being perfectionist in the Asperger sense in this case means we're going to be patient, and we're going to create a better product if we're patient as well. And we're not going to do as much damage if we spit the dummy. We're less likely to spit the dummy because we enjoy what we do. Oh well, we're just going to sub it off. Okay, here's 4 examples of the negative images. It's a nice little series. And here are the other 3 in the RGB, red, green, blue. And this one's one of the more photorealistic ones. Just a clear view of the badges. Konica Minolta Bizarre C353, serviced by Mytronics.